It said everything happens for a reason, but maybe everything happens for a Reese's. Take noise-canceling headphones. Do they block hearing to heighten taste? That sound seems to show everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
The question of the week is, and y'all got to answer this.
Oh, I love this. Come on. Shoot.
What is your favorite Jameis Winston quote?
Favorite Jameis Winston quote?
How lucky are we to be here in Cleveland, Ohio on this beautiful day?
Come on, y'all.
Are you kidding me, man?
So happy and grateful to play in some snow.
Bro, it makes me crack up every single time. That shit's the best.
Yes, man. I was happy I was able to represent for y'all city.
Let's go!
Time out. What's Jameis Winston's favorite Jameis Winston quote?
Let me ask me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to New Heights, a Wondery show brought to you by Reese's Oreo Cups. Doggone, I love me some Reese's and I love me some Oreos. So put the two together and you got one of my favorite combinations. And one of your guys' favorite combinations are the Kelsey brothers. How about that? We're your hosts. I'm Travis Cousins, my big brother Jason Kelsey. And thank you to the 92%ers for tuning in each and every single week. If you're not a 92%er, you want to be, subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. And we're going to have some fun ones for you today, baby. Jason, let the people know what we got coming up.
Ooh, 92%ers. We got an amazing playoff episode.
Playoffs.
I'm a little less excited. Obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles did not come out with the victory. We are going to touch on that. We're also going to recap an electric super wildcard weekend outside of the Birds game. Break down a youth hockey fight, because who doesn't love doing that? Look ahead to the divisional round of the playoffs. And we're eating W's because Jameis Winston is here. Can you do that? I can't cross the two fingers.
I can't do this one
Not
right
too
now.
chunky?
I jammed my shit early on.
Well, either way, we got Jameis coming, one of the most electric guys. Let's get into the episode right now with a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition. That's right.
Got it.
All right, 92%ers, we've got some massive new news.
Massive.
All right? Massive new news. We're launching the new official destination for New Heights merch, including brand new exclusive collabs with some outstanding brands. I'm wearing this hoodie. I do got to say, I really enjoy, I'm big on texture. You know what I mean? I don't like when things feel synthetic. These feel real nice. I like the collar of this shirt.
I love this.
This little baby shirt it's heavy. It's got some girth to it, just like Vince Lambaby would have if he was a real person.
Where is Vince Lambaby at?
It's in my garage.
we got to get some more good use out of it.
Dude, I really do want to do some Lambaby games, giving out gold cups. I think this offseason, we got to have some fun with all this stuff. Come on.
This is also a place where you can find and shop all of our favorite stuff. We call it the Kelsey Clubhouse. That's right. Kelsey Clubhouse is the official home for the 92%ers. Everything New Heights, everything Kelsey, all in one epic destination. And look at this right here. You got the beautiful New Heights green. What a fucking dope layout.
It's the best. I mean, listen, there's a lot of cool merch on there. There's a bunch of products, like Travis said, some of our favorite products that maybe not even associated with the show, just things that we like. You're going to see these brands on this page. But one of the things I'm really excited about this Clubhouse for is we've thought about trying to bring this show to life. Like, we do this show every week. We love that everybody tunes into this, how the fan base that we built with you guys, the 92%ers, and what are ways that we can continue to build this thing in a way that you guys have fun with it and feel engaged, whether that's creating T-shirts or things that 92%ers yourselves come up with, supporting things that this show and our fan bases encourage and like. We're just trying to figure out a way to have more fun with it. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. This is the first official launch. I got the vintage pickup truck hoodie.
I love that one, man. You already know
Yeah,
the back of it shows the
I
pickup
know.
truck and the license plate. It's dope, though. No, it's dope, man. It's dope.
This is what the back of it looks like. There we go. Boom.
Nice.
So-
we got the all right now, New Heights all right now too. You already know. And we just we wanted to do something fun for you guys, and make it easy to go one destination for anything New Heights related. So go over there and check out the clubhouse. That is Kelsey Clubhouse, baby.
Yeah. Check it out. We got some. Are there any boyfriend whistles for sale yet?
Do we have any whistles yet?
What about 1-hole straws or 2-hole straws?
We're brewing this thing up. All right, now.
All right, now let's talk Pro Standard. One of our first big brand collabs of the Kelsey Clubhouse is Pro Standard. Jake, you got some in the merch. Why don't you come on in here, buddy? Model it off. Jets Jake, his first modeling gig. Ooh.
Look at this. We got this hoodie is nice. This
Nice.
hoodie
It is.
Nice.
We got a
Wash
nice wash gray look. We got the t-shirt here too. Jason, you were saying you like the textures. We got like a raised logo here.
Little bubbly, little bubble letter.
I was wearing this earlier. It's so comfy. It's unbelievable.
Love it. Great job.
This is maybe the highest quality thing we've ever put out in the store. This collab is for the people. I love it.
They're nice. They're nice. Why don't you show off that little baby shirt a little bit too?
We got the baby. I was wearing this.
No. Stand up. I want to see a spin. I want to see a spin.
You want me to spin?
Yes,
We're not selling
come on.
pants, Jason. I don't know what I'm wearing under this.
Are you just wearing underwear under this? Are you wearing a diaper
What
right
else
now?
do you wear with the little baby?
Are you dressed like the baby?
I'm not appropriately dressed to be modeling full body. I'll put it down.
I disagree. I think you look great.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right. Well, we're also announcing our first book. That's right. Can you believe that we're publishing a book? We're authors. Who would have thought? We're authors. I don't even know if that's the correct way to say this.
We're publishers.
Yeah, we're publishers. Yeah. No Dumb Questions is now available for pre-order on the Kelsey Clubhouse. We're compiling all the No Dumb Questions that you guys have helped us build throughout these wonderful 3 years of doing this show thus far, so that you guys can enjoy these with friends, people around you. I don't know, you're taking a shit, open the book. That's what I like reading. It's got all the best and funniest dumb questions we answered on the show, and it's in book for your reading pleasure. Do you remember that book that we had when we used to take shits and growing up? There was like a book that had like random facts, and I would just sit there and like get stuck. This is before you had your phones. But you would just sit there and you would get stuck on it.
I don't remember the random facts. There was always a Golf Digest and a Tom Clancy book.
Or Popular Science. Popular Science is one that Dad liked.
Popular Science was a good one,
Was it Popular Science or Popular Mechanics? Anyways, all right. Well, we don't have those, but we do have No Dumb Questions. You can pre-order it now, and you'll be one of the first to get it when it drops later this year. Yeah. Who doesn't love a No Dumb Question?
Not right now.
We have the book if you want to see it. Do you want to see it?
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, sure, we'll see it.
All right, let's see it. Ooh.
Oh, wow, this is a
hardback. Hardcover.
Nice. How about it, man?
So go check out Kelsey Clubhouse at www.kelseyclubhouse.com. It's live right now. We're going to be highlighting
It's up and running, baby.
Some new great stuff every week. Listen, tell us. We want this to be an interactive thing. Like you tell us what you want. Like, what are you guys interested in celebrating this show with? How can we provide for you? Yeah, we got a lot of fun collabs, new products planned. So let us know what you think.
Yeah, honestly, we're really proud of this, and it's been something that we've been working on over the past year. And
yeah, I think. Listen, we've been working on this for a while now. We've been trying to build one hub. We've heard you guys. You guys like representing the show. The 92%ers are freaking fearless and relentless in their pursuit to express their 92%erness. And this is what the shop does. And it's also going to, again, we want this to be a communication thing. We want to build this thing together. We love having the No Dumb Questions, fan mail, like all the things that you guys do.
The new collabs. And we love hearing from you guys on what you guys think. We're pumped.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out kelseyclubhouse.com for new surprises every single week. And welcome to the club, 92%ers.
Hey, you.
Did you want to do a dunk update before we wrap new news?
I mean, I think it's funny. I'd like to hear. I'm genuinely curious if Travis thinks I can do it.
You look legit as fuck.
I look legit?
Yes. Look at that. You are up there. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to dunk other than you probably can't palm a basketball.
I can palm it.
I don't think you can palm a basketball.
I can palm it, but I can't contain it through a violent movement like jumping and trying to dunk a basketball. So this is my question. I can get high enough now, I feel like, using my arms as momentum. What's the technique of running and jumping with a basketball that allows me to build this?
This is why you see a lot of kids like throw the alley-oop and get it to right there by the rim, and then they just flush it. Here, looking at you palm this fucking volleyball, it's great. You can't do a basketball like that?
I can. The problem is I lose it at the top.
It's that finger, isn't it?
That finger's not helping. It's not helping
finger, isn't it?
My dead knuckle.
Damn it, man. Dude, you look explosive. It looks like you got the footwork down right. It's just, I don't think you could. And then I saw you do it at the end here.
Dude, I got my weightlifting belt on. Did you see that?
Take that fucking thing off.
I'm trying to apply more force with the belt.
So this is you lost about a foot of airtime.
That was a bad rep. We didn't show the ones that look good on there. We're trying to build suspense here, but I'm very close.
You didn't even get to the rim, Jason.
Mike didn't want to show the good one. All right, I don't know what you want me to tell you. He showed the bad one. I'll take
hilarious,
it. The weight belt, I'm not sure if it was beneficial or not. I got all sorts of gadgets I'm going to try and use to get my fat ass up there.
A weight belt is not it.
Well, it allows you to apply more force.
No, it doesn't.
It allows you to apply more force.
I don't care what. You have to be able to use those hips to sink.
I don't know. I'm going to try a squat suit. I'm trying a squat suit this week. I'm going to get my fat ass up there.
You're not even going to touch the fucking rim.
Dude, it's like a fucking rubber band. How would I not be able to jump higher?
It's not a rubber band.
It's legitimately a giant.
It's literally restricting your hips.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not trying to actual dribble and do functional things. I'm just trying to jump higher.
You need those things. You need those things fluid so you can fire. Right now, that's good for a standstill movement. That's not good.
What about knee sleeves? What about knee sleeves?
No, you don't need knee sleeves.
My knees hurt. They might be able to provide balance. What about
get those outer hips going? That's how you save the knees, man. Get the outer hips going.
Should I take the tights off? Should I take the tights off?
No, the tights are fine. Tights aren't doing anything.
All right.
The first half of this video is very legit, though, so I'll give you your props. I think you might.
So
you're close. You're way closer than I thought.
You thought?
Were. Yes, you bringing in all these fucking belts and fucking braces.
How high do you think I jump on the Vertec? Not just standing, just running and jumping.
Running and jumping on a Vertec?
No. I'm just talking about what height do you think I'm reaching?
I'm looking at you getting
not the vertical,
a hand length over the back, over the rim. So it looks like you're probably jumping like a 10.5, 10.6.
Dude, 10.8.
2
10,
inches.
8.5, really.
2 inches, man.
Dude, you know how important 2 inches is. Come on now.
Create life with 2 inches.
Yeah, fuck. If I had 2 more inches, I'd be fucking... I'd basically be a porn star at that point. I mean, fucking...
All right, man. Well, so how long did it already start? Did the month start? Are we the whole month of January? All right.
So get this.
End of January.
So January 29th, I'm dunking at a Sixers game. That's going to be the day that I'm going to try and do this.
During one of the timeouts?
I honestly, I don't know. I just know it's on the 29th. Sixers game.
Dude, fucking, that's how you sell some fucking tickets right there.
Well, I figured I'm going to try and do this for the first time. And, we're going all in. It's either going to be maximum celebration and energy at the first time I've ever done this.
Or Philly will literally boo you off the fucking court.
Yeah, it's going to be public shame. It's going to be public shame, which I'm all in. Either way, I'm going to feel something.
Man.
Anyways, that wraps up new news. New news is brought to you by Hill's Pet Nutrition.
Get into some super wild card weekend that we just experienced, and man, was it action packed. We had a bunch of fucking great matchups. Let's start off with some bold topics that are brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. That's right.
There we go.
To file those taxes. We are getting close to the tax season, so don't forget that. You don't want no one knocking at your door. Tell them that you owe them. So, nice. Best wild card weekend since last wildcard weekend is playoff football, baby. Are you fucking kidding me? We had 4 games decided by 4 points or less. That's right. It's the NFL is tighter than it's ever been in terms of the wins losses. Don't have to get into how many one-scored games I lost this year. The 12 fourth quarter lead changes in the first 4 games set up an all-time playoff record. How about that? 12 fourth quarter lead changes. That means teams are coming up big on offensive side of the ball and going back and forth, man. And God, it does create some fucking magic, man.
It's been wild. Yeah, the fourth quarters and the lead changes have made them extra exciting at the end of them. The Bears game alone,
that's
I was just
the one that stands
blown
out the
away.
most,
I mean, it's insane.
Soldier Field getting a fucking dub, man. God damn it, dude. That place looked like it was absolutely rocking.
Are there 2 teams that hate each other right now more than the Bears and Packers?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, dude. You know when they really hate each other is when the fucking 2 coaches. You can't hide it.
It's
you know
like
what I mean?
palpable.
Yeah.
Like normally coaches, I'm so used to coaches. I kind of love it. I'm used to coaches like, oh no, we got a lot of respect for these guys. We don't want any bulletin board material. These guys are talking shit before the game. The handshakes in midfield is petty. I mean, this shit would look at the.
You love that shit. I hear you would love that shit.
It's so fucking. I don't even know what to say about it. It's crazy.
LaFleur's got to be fucking pissed.
The look on his face.
It's tough, dog. But the Bears have been doing what the Bears have been doing, man. They're those fourth quarter surges, and we were kind of talking with Jameis later in this episode, man. Some quarterbacks just have that ability to just fucking flip that switch, and they get into that mode of where I don't have to think about this. This is do or die. I have to throw this ball. I have to make this play. And Caleb Williams came up fucking huge, gave us some highlights that we'll remember forever.
We should just rename him Mr. Caleb Dr. Williams or something like Mr. Williams, Dr. Caleb.
Oh, just Jekyll and Hyde.
What he was in the first half and what he is at certain times where it feels like he should be easier. And then all of a sudden at the end of games when it has to happen, he makes some of the most insane throws I've ever seen in my life.
It's like it feels like it's been like this all year. He feels it out. He feels it out. And then the fourth quarter comes and he's just like, all right, I know what's going on now. And he just shows up. And I mean, it was that fourth down where he threw the fucking off the ground, threw it going left.
Yeah.
Crazy fucking, yeah. It's either literally the game is virtually over if you don't make that because the Packers are in scoring position again already. And it's like, man, just an absolute epic fucking throw. And to be able to fucking see this and be like, oh yeah, he's open. I can put it somewhere he can catch it. It's fucking crazy.
Like how?
And then what is it, a doozy for him to hold on to this fucking ball right here after he turns around?
Yes.
Big time ball.
Schlopped.
He did. He got fucking schlopped.
The Eagles got schlopped. Niners 23, Eagles 19. Eagles season is over. Very frustrating game and season for the Eagles.
You could tell everybody was frustrated in Philly, man. Everybody that's talking about it, everybody on that team, it just feels like they just couldn't get it clicking, man. And I know they were winning ball games, but you already know, man, when it's not clicking, you gotta find a way to get over that hump, man. It just felt like there was always something eerie about what was going on over there this year, man. And it definitely wasn't like that last year. Last year, it was fucking Saquon and the excitement. Everybody's celebrating in the end zones. We got fucking guys running downfield, like running to celebrate with each other. It just felt like there was something off about that Eagles team this year. And unfortunately, it came down to the last play against the Niners, man. And shout out to Kyle Shanahan and those fucking 49ers, man. They are proving it year in, year out, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably his best. I mean, everybody's saying it now, so it's not like it's breaking. But the coaching job Kyle Shanahan's done this year, what they've overcome as a team, what they have on defense, like what Saleh has built, they are just a resilient group, and they have fought through all the adversity, and they've overcome it, and they find themselves in the second round of the playoffs missing their best players on defense, like two, not just like guys. Like this is the best linebacker and best defensive end in the league, like arguably. Crazy, so it's, offensively, they don't have their star receiver. Ayuk is out. Kittle has been in and out, just went down again. I love George Kittle. I'm wishing the best for him. That sucks. Football is better when George Kittle is freaking on the field.
Man.
they missed their starting quarterbacks out for 8 games, and they come in. Mac Jones functions. It's just that organization is doing it right. They have been doing it right for a long time, and it's been impressive to watch. As for the Eagles, very, very frustrating season. Very, very frustrating season. Defensively, played great, and I know this game they want some plays back, but all in all, the defense played outstanding all year. They overcame so much. They got better. If you look at the difference of what that defense is paid, I think it's the lowest paid defense in the NFL, and their production, it is absolutely insane. And a lot of that's because a lot of those guys are young players that they have brought in. Vic Fangio, that entire staff over there in defense has done a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Offensively has been the thing that everybody's been up in arms about. And I get it. I really do. The expectations should be much higher than what they put out this season. I know I made some comments on Monday Night Football. I do love Kevin Patullo. I'm not trying to absolve Kevin Patullo of blame. Like, obviously, they let go of Kevin today as the offensive coordinator. I guess Tuesday, as you're seeing it, yesterday. And of course, like, the offense wasn't up to the task this year. It regressed. And the main reason it regressed, and I've been saying this from the beginning, was the run game. The offensive line's inability to stay healthy all together, to open up holes. Saquon Barkley was almost at the NFL record for rushing last year.
Insane.
All right? They were incredible in the run game. And the passing game, they struggled last year. I mean, there was all sorts of things happening last season that we like to forget because we won the Super Bowl. But the passing game has been an issue for multiple seasons now. Now the running game isn't there. Why isn't it there? The offensive line is in and out. They're hurt. Guys are overcoming injuries. They're not playing the same way they've played in the past. You have a quarterback that's not running as much. Jalen Hurts, the threat of him running the ball
Can't stress
opens
that enough,
up
man.
so much for the running back when they have to truly respect it. And it also opens up things downfield. And I know everybody likes to talk about the predictability. And to be honest, yes, I would love to see more creative things. I love watching the trick plays. I loved, as much as I didn't love watching it in the game, the trick play to McCaffrey was an awesome play, right? I like watching the creativeness. I would love to see more motions. I would love to see all that stuff. That being said, we had plays to make in that game. I keep coming back to that. When it comes down to it, not talking about the 4th down play, the 49ers had their opportunities to win the game, and we had ours, and we didn't capitalize on ours. We didn't capitalize on the catches and the throws and the penalties that took back big plays.
Yeah.
It was similar to how the whole season is going. So it's a frustrating way to end it. Not that surprising with how they just were never able to get a lot of it fixed. I don't know where they're going to go offensively. I think sometimes it's when you have success as a group and you have success as an offense, you tend to rely on that. Like A.J. Brown on a slant route has been automatic for 4 years. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, it's like, how do you can't stop it. He's too big. He's too physical. This year, all that stuff just didn't work as well. It would probably behoove the Eagles to bring in somebody with a fresh perspective on where it's at currently. Because when you're in it, you're thinking about what you've done well in the past. You're thinking about how you've had success. It's like, man, I know this guy can do this. I know this can happen here. Yeah. When you bring in somebody else, it's like, man, this is where we're at now. And now we can bring in some fresh ideas. We can figure out a way to maximize things.
While keeping that nucleus together.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it needs to be anything actually that drastic. I think we probably want somebody who's been proven offensively as a successful coach, and he could come in and look at things under a new lens with a lot of similar pieces.
Well, the big topic right now is that 4th down call. And we know that Devontae missed the pass on that 3rd and 11. They didn't get lined up fast enough, or they were waiting to see what the defense might have shown to call a timeout and get the right play call going into that 4th down. And they end up going with what everybody's saying online, 4 verticals, which is, those of you that don't know football knowledge, it's a play that everybody has ran their entire lives. Like, we ran that at Heights, and we ran it at Cincinnati. We ran it every offense. It's day one type stuff. And I think that's getting thrown at Patullo as that's not the play call that needs to be called right there. If it works, it is the play call to be had right there. And I think that it's tough because, it's cover 4. That's not the best look versus cover 4, but every play that you call has an answer.
Yeah.
And it's up to those players on the field to be able to make it shake no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think, it's easy to point fingers at the end of the game when you're on your last dollar, you're on your last play, you're on this is your last chance to make it right. No, you had a whole 4 quarters to try and get that win. And it's a crazy, scenario to end the season on, knowing how much fucking talent was over there.
That's the thing. It's the highest paid offense in the NFL, and they're mediocre across the board. That's what I keep coming down to. The bottom line is this offense didn't live up to what it should have, right? And Patullo's the offensive coordinator, bears responsibility, and so do the players. That's my thing. I don't think the players played as good as they could have. And I love all those guys, and that's just the way it is sometimes. I had my seasons. I damn sure did. And, how do they rebound from this? Where do they go from here? There'll be new faces in. There'll be faces that are familiar, that are out, And the thing with Patullo, the 4th down call gets criticized because, the whole offense was criticized all year. Now, I don't think it's fair to ever just put it on one guy, especially when the passing game.
That's where I call bullshit. You can't just throw it on one guy.
Yeah, and Jalen said it after the game. I don't think right now is the time to put it on any one person. Now, listen, he is the offensive coordinator.
That is a responsibility.
Yeah. Well, it's not only to call plays, it's also to have the players play well. And that's the mark of all the coaches, right? That's Jeff Stalin is the best offensive line coach in the NFL. That's his job, is to get the offensive line to play well. And we didn't play as well as we have in the past. Now, there's all sorts of excuses. Like, guys were hurt. Lane Johnson was out for half of the year, dang near. That makes it difficult. Again, I would like to see more creativity. I think the Eagles tried to. They tried to do more under center. So, if you're not going to do the gun runs with Jalen, you might as well get underneath, because that's why the gun runs are successful. He keeps people honest. He's a threat to go run the ball. Okay, now we got to get under center. Now we got to develop play actions. It's hard to develop all that stuff in the middle of a season. And it never got to what it needed to get to. And the offense as a whole, just the players were hurt. Guys didn't play as well. Saquon didn't have the same year because, in part, the offensive line wasn't as good. They were banged up. The run game is the main difference from this season to last season.
Still a fucking boatload of talent over there in Philly. And we got a boatload of talent still left in the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Get to some of the other games in the wildcard weekend. We already talked about that Bills-Jags game, but that Rams-Panthers game was just as exciting. A little bit more action on the offensive side. 34-31 Rams. Friend of the show, Matthew Stafford, went to fucking work. It's so fun seeing that dude play the game, man. How he can manipulate the defense with his eyes and his shoulders and just like how he casually goes through progressions as a quarterback in the pocket. It's just fun as hell to watch that guy go to work, man. And especially later in the game when it all counts. Panthers almost pulled it off. And I think that was the bigger story, is that the Panthers actually gave the Rams a hell of a fucking fight.
That was definitely the story. I thought that the Rams would win this game pretty handily. The Panthers kind of snuck in there. Hats off to Bryce.
Put up fucking 31 points in a wild card game.
He made a lot of freaking big plays.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Bryce Young continues to just improve and improve and improve. A guy that I think everybody was questioning whether he was going to be a bust or out when he got benched, 2 games in the last season?
Yeah.
Has reemerged. And, man, the Rams defense aren't any slouches, man. They got some horses over there. Their front can get after it. So, heck of a performance. I know it's not the outcome the Panthers wanted. At this point in the NFC, I do think it's going to come down to the Rams, Seahawks. I think they're the most talented teams left. Seahawks, it'll come down to, if Sam Darnold can deliver, that defense is, oh my God.
They fly around, dude. It is so fucking fun to watch them. Now they got to be ready though, man, because as much as we love to see how that team has played throughout the season and in big moments, to feel like they're ready for these big moments. Playoff football is playoff football, man. It is just a different beast, and you got to kind of have an understanding of what you're getting yourself into. So it's exciting to see, but Sam Darnold's a crafty vet at this point, knows how to win some ball games, and I'm excited to see next week's matchup, man.
I am too, man. I think, Rams, Bears, freaking 49ers, Seahawks, both of those games are going to be awesome to watch. And we watched a great game against the Bills and Jags. Jags almost pulled it off.
They were like that Seattle juice. They had the juice internally.
Yeah.
And they had the excitement. They come up big in big times throughout the season, but playoff football, it just felt like the Bills had a little bit more. I don't know, just had a little bit more the other day, man. And I think Josh being in these moments before.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
Huge part of it, yeah.
Yeah. And this is what everybody keeps saying. I mean, I know Josh gets a lot of the attention for the Bills because he's the quarterback and he's the guy that's the biggest name left in the playoffs. But I know they beat the Jags and it's a great win for the Bills. I worry that this defense at some point and that Josh, I mean, the weapons they have offensively outside of the run game and Cook, it's not that significant. And like, how much can Josh really get done? Now, they got it done this week against the Jags. I'm always rooting for Josh. I love that guy, but I don't know. We'll see. This will be a big one this week.
Threw for 308 and got that thing out to damn near everybody on the fucking offensive side of the ball. Nine different Bills caught a pass, and including Brandon Cooks, who's only been on the roster since November. So he's seeing the field well, man.
But what are they going to do against Houston?
Make plays. They make plays, dude.
I don't know, man. I just feel like they're going to struggle to get people open.
Josh is a big dude, and he makes plays as a quarterback. It's just, whether it's just breaking an arm tackle, getting out of these sacks, that's huge. Getting out of the pocket, making the defense have to play that extra, 6 seconds.
I wasn't really talking about this week. I was more just talking about like
if they beat the Broncos, yeah.
If they play Houston, they're not going to do anything. Well, the Broncos are so weird, man. Sometimes teams will freaking sneak up on them.
Number 1 seed is going to sneak up on them.
No, I'm saying sometimes teams sneak up on the Broncos.
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Their defense is really, really good, but every once in a while, it's like, I don't know, Houston's defense is like fucking insane, like across the board.
It's about as legit as it gets right now.
And the Broncos are really good as well.
That's why it's playoff football, baby. It's the best there is. The best there is. Patriots, Chargers, not that exciting, but Patriots came out 16-3. Everybody was looking for Herbert to take that next step, man. Drops to 0-3 in the playoffs. Huge Herbert fan over here. And he was trying to make plays with his feet, but it just at the end of the day just didn't go well for him, man. There were a few, 4th downs that they came up short on.
They've been so banged up front. They've lost both of their star tackles.
Yeah, he was back there getting fucking rocked.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you want the guy to do.
We've seen it before, but at the same time, it's like, man, he's a fearless competitor. And
my guy Milton Williams is running around unblocked. I mean, they've had to try and overcome that all year, and it's a testament to them to even be here with some of the pieces that they've been missing up front and how good that defense is as well. Jesse Minter deserves a lot of credit for what he's built over there as well. As someone who played both of these teams, what do you think of that matchup?
Broncos got to show up in the first half. Not that they didn't against us. I'm just saying, they're notorious right now for finding ways to win at the end of the game. They have to show up in the first half. It's just you can't win in the playoffs by not putting together 4 quarters.
Unless you're Caleb Williams.
I stand corrected. I think the Bills being a veteran team kind of trumps some of that. You got to play all 4 quarters against the Bills.
Yeah.
You can't let Josh Allen get up there. He's a tempo controller, you know what I mean? And he'll absolutely wear you down as a quarterback, man, both in the pass game and run game. And he's starting to make, over the past 3-4 years, he's been making the right decision. You know what I mean? I think if the Broncos come out, making plays, Bo Nix comes out, throwing the ball downfield early, being confident in his read, this is going to be a hell of a fucking game.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping for. And if you're Denver, man, you got to wrap that dude up, man. You got to find a way to not let Josh Allen break tackles and get outside the pocket and not only make plays with his feet, but make plays with his arm outside of the pocket, because that's when you can really get fucking torched.
Well, the other game that we had this past week is the Texans-Steelers game. I was at that one. Score 30-6. Looks way more severe than what that game was for the vast majority of it, which was a defensive battle between both teams. The Texans are just so loaded across the board. Pittsburgh's front is incredible. The Texans, every level of that defense has dogs all across it.
It does.
D'Amico Ryans and Matt Burke, the defensive coordinator, have them playing physical. If CJ Stroud can stay composed and poised, this team could be the best team in the AFC. That's the reality of it. Last night against Pittsburgh.
It's kind of all in his hands right now, man.
Dude, I don't want to put it on him. And I think CJ's a great player. But it's dude, this is a year where it's dude, just freaking, You got some guys over there.
You got some dogs.
Don't make mistakes.
Your running back ran last night. Holy shit.
Yeah, Mark's.
He was getting down fucking hill. When you got that kind of physical game and you're getting pockets like he was getting, man.
Yeah.
It's all on the big guy, man. And obviously we're huge fans of him. I've had my opportunities to meet the guy, great guy and great player, even better guy on top of that. And he's just, it's all in his hands right now, the way that defense is playing.
Listen, it's going to be Texans versus New England. We're going to see the young quarterback that everybody likes, including me, Drake May, up in New England, face the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this game. I really can't. Points are going to be at a premium in this one. I don't know where it's going to go. And it'll be fun to see between CJ and Drake May who can get it done. I don't know, man. This Texans defense, though, that's what I'm the most excited to watch.
Even bigger news than the Texans beating the Steelers is Mike Tomlin stepping away.
Okay.
Tomlin stepping down means the Steelers will retain his trading rights. He was not fired.
That's interesting.
The most recent coach that was traded was Sean Payton.
Yeah.
He was for a first and second round pick. This is all news to me. I forgot coaches were even tradable.
Do you remember the one that happened in our childhood that I was like, that ended up being crazy?
Wait for it.
You got it.
Wait for it.
Another guy that did TV for a long time.
Bill Cowher.
No. John Gruden. John Gruden was famously traded from the Oakland Raiders to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I did not know that. And then he went back to the Raiders?
He won a Super Bowl and then at some point went back. I think the trade happened before the Super Bowl, which was from Oakland to Tampa Bay. I'm pretty sure. Are we doing this podcast by ourselves?
Is anybody listening?
He was traded. Sorry, I was snacking. He was traded to the Bucs and then met the Raiders in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was the year after.
But he went back to the Raiders after. I'm just making sure it was.
He did Monday Night Football for like 10 years and then went back to the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Mike T. Hopefully he does great in TV, which I'm sure he will because he's unbelievable.
Charisma, baby.
No doubt.
Moving to the divisional round, which one you pumped to see the most? Bills at Broncos on CBS. We got the Niners at the Seahawks up there in the land of the 12s on Fox. And then Sunday, those are both two Saturday games. And then Sunday, we got Texans, Patriots, Rams at Bears on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I mean, the game I'm the most excited for is the game that I'm going to actually be at, which is going to be the Texans-Patriots game. And I do think it'll be a game that'll be full of excitement. I'm looking forward to May versus this Texans defense to see how he responds and how he operates. He's been incredible. He's been poised. It's going to be hard to be poised against these guys.
2 defensive touchdowns against the Steelers, man.
The one that I'm not going to that I am excited to watch is Chicago versus the Rams. I think it's going to be an exciting one. I also just like watching both those teams play. Like I like Sean McVay. I like Ben Johnson. I like watching all the design. I like Puka Nacua. I like watching Caleb Williams. I mean, it's a lot of things that will lend itself to just being a fun game to watch, I'm sure.
I'm fucking pumped on this Bills-Broncos game. I'm so pumped that it's the first one we get to fucking see. It's going to be on CBS on Saturday. Josh and Bo Nix kind of play the game similar in my eyes. You know, obviously 2 completely different athletes. Bo he's every bit of exciting, especially in his early years because he still hasn't reached that pinnacle yet. And this is an opportunity where he can kind of start to cement his name among the best quarterbacks in the league, man. And I'm excited to see that matchup.
Yeah.
That wraps up Bold Topics, brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. Don't forget to do your taxes.
Let's wrap up this episode with some stamps of the week,
which is brought to you by HBO Max. Don't miss the new Game of Thrones series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, premiering this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern on HBO Max. And for my stamp of the week, I'm keeping it in the family.
You're not mom?
Dude, I'm going mom all day. Did you watch this?
Oh, yeah. She killed it. Mom was doing great. I mean, I know she got eliminated, but
I was so proud of her, man. She looked like she was having a blast, enjoying it all. And for all of you that don't know, our mother just did Traitors, and she was the first ever secret traitor that the show has ever had. Showed everybody what she's got. And it was just so cool to see her in this moment. And shout out to my guy, Ron Funches, for sticking by her side and being kind to her. Kind of got through for a loop. I'm sure it did. He probably felt a certain way after he found out that she was the secret traitor. But she got eliminated in the early episodes. But man, it was just so fun to see her out there living out her dream, giving the world a beautiful message about being fortunate enough to do these things at her age and where she is in life. And it's just so cool to see her live in that moment, man.
I agree. No, I thought she did fantastic. Like, I know she was eliminated, but I think it's really hard to go into those shows as like an outsider, that you become like an easy target to try and maneuver in that show. So I thought Mom did a great job. I loved watching her in it. I thought she was way more deceitful and devious than I thought Mom could ever be, which was surprising.
That too. She stood her ground at the round table.
Oh yeah.
And it was just so cool to see. And shout out to everybody on this Traders.
I'm gonna stamp some kids, because who doesn't love stamping kids that are getting into fisticuffs together? Let's take a look at this hockey fight that's been making the rounds. I don't know if you guys have seen it, 92%ers, but who doesn't love a good hockey fight to begin with?
Oh, look at these kids getting after it in the corner. You messing with my boy?
I love this.
Come here. Oh, they go down. Where's the rest? Once they go to the ground, the rest got to get in there. Oh, no.
Oh! Where are the refs?
And a right
this is insane.
Oh!
Are there no refs on the ice? What happened?
It's just got to be cleared at this point.
Right. Dude, throwing haymakers.
Come here.
Is anybody using their stick? Good job, kids. Don't use the stick.
I love how the goalie came in out of nowhere with the right hooks. He seemed like he was about it the most, man. This is so epic. Doesn't it just take you back?
Yeah, who doesn't love kids beating the shit out of each other? I mean, that's one of the favorite pastimes of playing a hockey.
It's the best.
Dude, the best part
at this age, gloves and helmets, those punches aren't fucking doing it.
You're not even feeling it. So for those of you that don't know what locker boxing is, when we played hockey, you would literally go in the locker room, you would put your helmet on and your gloves, and you would just do this for fun. You just beat the shit out of each other.
Rumble. Let's go. We're already sweaty for practice. Let's fucking go.
Come out there with freaking a black eye, and coach is like, what the hell are you guys doing? Well, we just locker boxing, coach. Anytime a goalie's getting in, you're getting a stamp of the week. Goalie fights are the best.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, there is something electric about just getting into a fight. I love that hockey players just do this. Let's give the people a show.
Let's go. My guys need some juice. I need to throw some hands, and you're the only one. Dude, it's so epic, man. Fuck, I love hockey.
That does it for Stamp of the Week, brought to you by HBO Max. All righty, let's get to some Jameis Winston, huh?
Famous Jameis. How lucky are we?
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Reese's.
We couldn't be more thrilled to talk about the new Reese's Oreo Cups.
That's right. We're two guys who talk a lot about achieving your dreams. And if you could put our dreams in a candy form, it would probably be those delicious Reese's Oreo Cups.
Reese's Oreo Cups deserve to be in the Hall of Fame for candy.
Forget Candy Hall of Fame. Reese's Oreo Cups belong in the all-time Food Hall of Fame. Travis?
Step aside, sliced bread. This is a Reese's Cup with Oreo cookie crumbs in it.
Join us in celebrating Reese's Oreo Cups by eating them immediately. Available now everywhere the best things in the world are sold. Thank you to our sponsor, Intuit TurboTax.
Hey, you know what time of year it is?
What's that?
Not just playoffs. It's tax season.
Listen, we all know taxes get super complicated. It's like trying to decode the defense's coverage, maybe even more. Sometimes you just need an expert in your corner.
That's why TurboTax full-service experts are game changers. Just match with a dedicated expert, hand everything off, and they'll take care of it. All for you from start to finish.
This isn't the old way of doing taxes. No more aimlessly searching for help or sitting in some dusty lobby for 3 hours reading magazines from 2012 while you're wait for your name to be called. Nope, that's not what we're doing here.
With TurboTax Expert Full Service, you can connect with your expert on the schedule, even on nights and weekends during tax season.
They're pulling in the overtime so you don't have to, and they review everything to make sure you're getting every dollar you deserve.
All while you put that extra time and energy towards what you actually enjoy, like dunking a basketball.
I'm trying.
Like playing golf.
Yeah, I try. To learn more and get matched with an expert, visit TurboTax.com.
Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes.
Thank you to our partner, HBO Max.
They've got a brand new Game of Thrones series dropping called A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and it premieres this Sunday, January 18th.
This incredible new series follows the unlikely duo of Sir Dunk the Tall and his scrappy young squire, Egg, as they head to prove the good dudes can still survive in pretty ruthless world.
I'll tell you what, I was a Game of Thrones fan. The Red Wedding, insane.
Yeah, I love Game of Thrones.
It's epic, it's heartfelt, but it's really about two unlikely heroes on a journey far away from their throne.
This is the next must-watch chapter in the Game of Thrones universe. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms premieres Sunday, January 18th on HBO Max. You're not going to want to miss it. I guarantee they've done it right. I mean, it's HBO Max, it's Game of Thrones, it's going to be epic. There's going to be people dying, people having sex, people cheating on each other, people backstabbing each other, conniving individuals, and Sir Dunk the Tall.
And dragons.
Our guest today is a 6'4" Heisman winning quarterback from Bessemer, Alabama. He was the first pick in the 2015 NFL draft from Florida State University. He's a Pro Bowler, BCS national champion, and the greatest dub eater. We are so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed us to be podcasting with the one and only Mr. Jameis Winston.
Yes, the greatest W eater in the world. No, man, I'm grateful to be here with y'all, man. No, just y'all aura, y'all essence, and the fact that y'all are changing cultures and generations as brothers, man, united through y'all work on the field, y'all work off the field, man. It's truly inspiring. So thank you so much,
bro. You have inspired the entire NFL. You are notorious for your speeches, for your game. It's been so cool to just see your career transpire to where you are today, and just see you just like full of life. You know what I mean? This NFL world could beat you up, man, and you just keep fueling everybody with the energy. And I just love it, man. I appreciate just who you are as a man. So thank you for jumping on here, dog. We're about to have some fun though, man. You told us earlier you're on the Normatex, dog. Is the body feeling good?
The body is feeling great, man. I just, one of my OGs, Anquan Bolden, he always said it's better to stay in shape than get out of shape than try to get back in it, man. So I'm always standing on top of my body. Ever since he shared that with me, you gotta say, you know that y'all both in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I get to sit back and throw the ball because of you, Jason, and I get to throw the ball to guys like you, Travis. So y'all in the trenches, so y'all obviously got to stay on top of y'all body, but it's the least you can do, man. That 1% every day is so important.
I got to ask you, did you catch Wildcard weekend this past week?
Man, you know I did.
All right.
Tuned in.
A lot of young quarterbacks. A lot of young quarterbacks. Yeah. Who impresses you, or who impressed you the most this first weekend?
Man, I got to go with Drake, It's because, Josh, Matt, they did it in the time when they're supposed to do it. Like, they know when the ball is in their hand at the end of the game, you guys are franchise quarterbacks, you have to come through. But I just think the consistency that Drake May has played with this entire year has been impressive, right? Like, especially like his offensive coordinator just got fired last year.
Yeah.
His head coach, was they parted ways a year before, and he's coming onto this tour. Mike Vrabel, I got a chance to spend some time with him in Cleveland. Didn't know he was from Cleveland.
Northeast Ohio, baby.
For him to go there, right, with a young quarterback after the year that Drake had the year prior, and to have them in the position that they in now, bro, it's like with all the gray clouds that's been around that team this year, and this quarterback still shows up and shows out, man, and gives that team a chance to win against a tough defense now. Like, the LA Chargers is a tough defense.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
And you see a lot of young quarterbacks winning like those big games where they throw for 4 touchdowns, and but very rarely are you seeing quarterbacks of this generation winning the games where things ain't going right early.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's playing 4 quarters of football, and that's what it's really about. It ain't just the splash plays here, splash plays there. But Drake May, man, he continues to impress me.
I love it. You brought something up there I want to just touch on. You brought up, he's got a new offensive coordinator. How many offensive coordinators have you played for, James?
1, 2, 3, 4 to 5, man.
Yeah.
4 to 5. maybe 6 or 7. 6, 7.
Well-
you know, I need to stop doing that.
There we go.
But a lot, bro. A lot.
So you've been in a bunch of different systems. Can you tell when an offensive coordinator is just dealing in a play call? I know what it feels like in the run game where it's like, man, it just feels like it's all clicking. What's that like as a quarterback? Like, can you tell during the week it's like, oh, we got some things designed for these guys coming up? Or is it like an in the game moment where you're just like, oh no, he's rattling them off?
I think this is the sense. Like, and I know you guys know this because y'all offensive guys. Like when we go out there and execute the first 15, like, okay, we know we got them. Like we're supposed to execute that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What shows me if we're really dialing it up is when the coach pulls something that was installed in OTAs.
Yeah.
And I'm in a hold on, I'm just like, hey, give me outright, 37 boo, whatever.
Yeah.
And it hits. And we're like, oh yeah, he in his bag. I know that one on the install.
Yes.
And it's a feel, right? Like when a guy has a feel, or if a guy is just like, I'm just calling what's on his play sheet, right? I'm not looking at what the defense is actually doing. I'm calling what's on the play sheet. And I think one of the best play callers that I experienced was Sean Payton. And he had this feel because he played the position. He played the position. I played with 2 guys that played, three, because Sean, Ken Dorsey, and Byron Leftwich. He did his thing in Tampa
There we go,
too.
Byron.
You know, and we had some historical. Yeah, we had a very historical year there. But back to Sean and Byron. They had the ability to sense what was going on, what actually was happening in the game, not what we scouted out during the week. Not their tendencies. But they saw what the defense was doing. They were able to say, okay, I know what they're doing. We're doing this. And it hits.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful feeling as an offense.
Hell yeah.
I could not agree more. I love you saying, ripping a play that isn't on the game plan. You haven't practiced all week, but it's one of those ones that you repped it in OTAs. You should know how to do this against every defense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why not? Like, if you think it's there, don't waste any time. Who the hell cares what's on our 2nd and 10 play calls? Like, just freaking rip that one out.
One thing I always, like, when I talk to, like, offensive coordinators, like, why do you see the McVays and people like that literally run, the Andy Rees, that run the same play over and over again if the defense can't stop it?
Yeah.
And then you have guys where it's like, hey, well, we already showed that, so did it work? did that play just work?
Yeah.
So we're saying in this one game, this is the only time we get to run this play against this team, because we know we ain't gonna carry it over the next week because you're saying we already ran it once.
Yeah.
Like, why not run the play that's been working for us?
I hear you.
Yeah.
And I think as an offensive coordinator, I got a lot of respect for them. For them to have that much confidence in their bag that they don't want to run the play that just worked.
I gotta ask you on the flip side though, have you ever been in the huddle and you just hear a play call and you just know, like, man, I don't know about this one, man. There's a pretty big down right here in the game, man. I don't know. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. All right, boys, this is what we're gonna do.
Those moments came up. But like I'm a persuasive person. You got those people that they write the narratives. They write the persuasive essays. They write the derogatory essays. I'm a persuasive essay writer.
Okay.
Wow.
So when the play is getting called into me, even if it sounds like straight poo, I gotta make it sound good to everybody else.
Yeah.
got
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of those guys, like, I'm a believer in, like, I'm obsessed with it. Like, okay, we put in the work.
Yeah.
Like, if the play is poo, I get it. I'll come to the sidelines and like, hey, please don't call that again. but if you call it, like, I'm going to find a way to execute this play.
We got to.
Yeah.
We don't got no other way, yeah.
It's been numerous eclipses that I've seen you, Jason, have to change your protection. Like, oh, no way. There ain't no way we sliding away from this guy right here. And it's been thousands of clips where I see you, Travis, know your butt supposed to have a simple sail route. And what you do, you feel zoned and you just
curl it up there, right there. You on the same page, right?
But that's what it is. It's not just capability, it's the capacity to know, like, this is the right thing to do. Like, I know what I'm gonna get here. So I'm capable and I got the capacity enough of the work that I put in that I'm going to make the right decision. I'm going to help this coach be a better coach.
There you go.
I love it.
I'm just doing whatever you want me to do, Jameis. That's all I'm doing. I'm just out there. I'm seeing it with you. I know you want me to hook it up right there. I know you want me to hook it up.
I love that. I love that. And that's why you win. That's why you win a lot.
Speaking of your old coach, Sean Payton, him and Bo Nix are rolling right now, man. They're rolling right now. They got the Bills coming in hot. Now, watching Sean Payton's offense this year, I don't know if you've seen a lot of it on film and just been peeking at what they got going over there in Denver, but can you see similarities and stuff he's transferred over, or is this like a whole new world because Bo Nix he's just a different type of quarterback?
Well, Bo is from Alabama, so I got a lot of respect for him, and he can do it all, right? But Sean has really been in his bag this year, man. Like the amount of plays that he's been able to move the pocket for Bo, the amount of yards that they've been able to create on the perimeter by just getting the ball out of Bo's hand and letting the receivers get yak after that. Sean is a situational guru, and I have to commend Bo on this. Bo probably hasn't had the most efficient first, second, and third quarter this year. He was way more efficient last year as a rook. But in the fourth quarter, he and Sean Payton have been finding ways to win the freaking game. And I think that's what I'm talking about, these young quarterbacks with Bo and Drake May. Like, yeah, okay, you can win the game. Well, you could tell, like, people put quarterbacks, game managers, right? Like, but at the end of the day, when it's 3rd and 7 and you know the defense is going to be in man, right, you still have to make the throw. Like, it's not going to be, oh, you managed the game, like, just check the ball here. No, you still have to make the play, and Bo Nix have been making the plays for the Denver Broncos to win games.
Oh, yeah.
You're speaking truth to me right now.
Jason's gone on rants about this already.
Well, not even just like Bo Nix and Drake, but Caleb last week, right, against the Packers. Why does a quarterback all of a sudden become more accurate on harder throws? I want to ask you this. Why is a quarterback all of a sudden more accurate on harder throws? Is there like a sense of like, I know I got to put this in and you like lock in more, or is it just like that's the way this guy's wired?
It's the routes on air effect, right? Like some quarterbacks, I would say this, Sam Bradford was the most accurate quarterback I ever seen in my life.
Okay. All right. There we go.
7-on-7, there was not, you were there with him.
Oh, yeah.
There was not a ball that touched the ground.
Yes.
Right? But once you get into a game, like the anticipatory throw that you make in with pressure in your face, unorthodox movements. I think Patrick is elite at this. Being able to throw the ball and be accurate from a different angle, that's just God-given talent. And that's just that it factor that Caleb Williams possesses, where like he likes chaos more than he likes stillness and peace.
Seriously. No, that's what it looks like.
No, seriously.
It's almost like it's like boring to him. Like he's got, all right, I got a comeback route, and then all of a sudden he sails it, but then all of a sudden he's running to his left on 4th down, and he puts the ball in like a freaking 4x4 window down the field. Man. It's insane.
Because it's no thinking. Nuts. It's no thinking to that, right? When a guy's wide open, man, we have to think, well, oh my goodness, I can't miss this. Oh, it's too late.
No,
but when it's 4th down, that 4th and 8 throw that he made moving to the left.
You gotta throw it. There's no making that decision.
Other choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's either gonna look amazing or it's gonna look bad. You know? And iconically, like he's made these plays against a similar opponent, right? Because at the end of the season when they played Green Bay, and his 4th quarter was amazing. Like, it's just something to a quarterback being able to not turn it on, but fall back into their training.
I have to ask you this, man. It takes guys to have the most ridiculous backstory, one of the best careers ever, to get a 30 for 30, like in their 50s when it's all said and done and everybody's looking back. You literally have a 30 for 30. 30 tubs and 30. How crazy was that year? And the roller coaster ups and downs. You were out there firing it, man.
Well, Travis, bro, again, I had a coordinator, right, Byron Leftwich, and one, Bruce Arians, we go way back, bro. I'm talking about like Little League football, not Little League, but like middle school football. Like he used to have these camps, in Birmingham, Alabama, right? Because his son was a kicker at UAB in Birmingham. I think Cincinnati played against him.
Oh, yeah.
But he used to have these camps. So I knew Bruce and I knew his mentality of the no risk it, no biscuit.
No risk it, no biscuit.
And bro, I took that because I love Bruce. I took that to heart, bro. Like, so I got Mike Evans, I got Chris Godwin.
Let's
I had a young OJ. Like, we finna let this ride. Like, we got too much talent to be holding on to the football, Unfortunately, the ball ended up in the defense hands too much, and that still sit with me. But, that was a contract year for me, man. And that was one of the most up and down years off the field that I had in my life too, man. I just asked my wife to marry me, man. And I was doing this freaking celibacy thing, like literally refraining from sex, man. Bro,
That's
I bought
commitment.
like my parents were talking to me about shacking, like in the South. Shacking is like when you living with your significant other, in a house. Like, we had to eliminate that, bro. I literally bought a property and stayed away, from my house. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
you were
bro,
wound
it was
up
so
back
much
there in the pocket, man.
it was so much going on, bro.
Don't take a black light into that house, Don't.
It was the first year, and you guys know, it was the first year in my life that my dad wasn't coming to any of my football games, bro. His brother, my uncle, had passed. He was going through some things with COVID. And my grandmother passed a year before.
Oh, man.
So my dad was dealing with some things, man. So just spiritually of the family, like, we just were going through it. And I was having a great game, or I was having, a not so great game. And it was coincided with what was happening off the field. And that's why when I talk to these young athletes, I ask them, like, man, what are you consistently doing outside of the building too? Because if you are consistently being up and down outside of the building, it's gonna come on the field. It's gonna come a time and a place where, in the players, we can see, our teammates can see it better than anybody. You can see when somebody is locked in and when somebody is going through something. And I'm the person where, like, I'm obsessed with it. So I'm overly locked in. I'm trying to go overboard. I'm trying to make every throw because of what I'm dealing with off the field as well. I got my first coordinator that's played the game, like played Byron Leftwich, man. He dialing it up. He's doing his thing, man. We broke records, right?
Yes.
And I'm trying to impress him. I got Bruce Arians, a guy that showed me my very first Super Bowl ring, right? And I'm doing everything that he's telling me to do, right? And I tell everybody, like, man, go back and check the tape. I told him at the end, check the tape. See how many of those interceptions was really like joint efforts.
We were installing a lot of those plays in Philly. We were watching a lot of Jameis Winston that year. Because, like, man, look what this dude's doing down here. You know what I mean?
We were electric, right? We were electric. And obviously everyone knows, like, okay, offensively, we got to make the most of our possessions, right? Because it hurts everybody. It hurts everybody. The offensive line, when we drive the ball down the field and boom, you throw a pick. The thing is about this, interceptions do hurt, right? But how we were growing as a team was so inspiring to see. Our defense wasn't lights out at the beginning of the year. But toward the end of the year, they just were like, hey, Jameis, I got your back. Like, we got you. We know you're going to let it fly. Like, we got your back. Levante David over there, I'm going to go get you one. I'm going to go get you one, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Carlton Davis like, oh, okay, I'll lock it down. Like, that started to happen. And then, boom, poof, they get Tom Brady, they win the Super Bowl next year. It was going to happen with me, but they decided to get Tom Brady to make it seem like it was him that did it. You know what I'm saying? And Gronk, and AB, and Leonard Fournette, and Tristan Wirfs. I'm going to stop.
The team really was a super team. You brought up advice you have for young quarterbacks. You're with a young quarterback right now in New York. Yeah. What's it been like operating with Jaxon Dart in your role within the Giants? Obviously, you're doing great. You're in the player engagement room right now. Like, what? Yeah, I love this. Talk about commitment. We're like, 3 weeks into the offseason? Most people are, Hawaii right now? My man's in the freaking player engagement room.
But it's the vision of, okay, like, man, I done had a lot of short seasons, right? I only been in the playoffs once. You know what I'm saying? But through this entire reign, I'm just like, man, like, what can I do from an obsessive state to stay engaged? Like, I'm going to keep training. I'm going to keep preparing. Like, I want to play. I want to play and win in the Super Bowl.
I hear you.
So I'm not going to be out the building, and I'm not taking the trips to Cabo, like, right after the season. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody got a job for me to go make some money for my family, I go do that. But like, like, bro, like I love this. Like, it's still football season. Do you know how painful it is? And Travis, you got to deal with this some this year because it's been a long time since you and Jason, you dealt with it a lot, last year of you, deciding to stop playing. How when you put in everything, man, and you started from OTAs and these teams have a 1-year lifespan, and then just out of nowhere, everything just stops. The preparation, the sweat equity, the togetherness, it just stops, man. That hurts. So I try my best to just try to do as much as I can with what I have and simulate me preparing for the Super Bowl. But let's talk about Jaxon Dart, man.
Come on now.
You know when a dog walk in the room. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. You know when a dog walk in the room, man. And since when he first stepped foot in this building, man, he's been a dog, And I just really value like his work ethic. Like, I wish I could have seen just the sweat equity he was put in with Brian Dable. And I know Dave's got fired, man, but like those guys were tied at the hip, because he is obsessed with football.
That's awesome.
And anybody that's coming in to be our head coach, you got to know that you got a guy that wants to win. He's going to win because he's special, but he's obsessed. In this day and age, man, you got people that are more, they're more worried about what they get from football than focus on what they can do for football.
Yeah,
man, what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it's that old JFK quote. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Ask not what your country could do for you. Ask what you could do for your country.
Yeah,
that's the type of kid he is. Like his family that he comes from is just a great, wholesome family, man. He loves football. He's a dog. I'm just trying to work with him about calculated risk because he'll run over a safety or a cornerback at any time.
It's been a few times but you already know. You see those collisions, man.
Look, linebackers and D linemen. Look, we're not talking no smack to no D linemen because your offensive line got to pay for that. And we're not trying to run over no linebackers unless it's for fourth down or the end zone.
Can't take them on thick. You got to roll. You got to roll a little bit when you hit them. You can't just take them on straight up. You're gonna jack up your AC joints.
But I'd rather a young quarterback be about it than be scared.
No, for sure. Rather say roll than go. For sure.
Dude, I'm so glad you said it. I don't want to talk trash to the D-line because that offensive line got to feel that. I still remember getting ready for an NFC championship game, and my man Brandon Graham's in there, and he's talking so much trash to Dexter Lawrence. I'm like, bro, will you shut the hell up? I got to like this dude. I ain't trying to rev this dude up. What are you doing over here, BG? But nah, I'm riding with my dog. But I got to ask you this. You just said your goal is to win a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. What are you doing to realize that goal? Like, what's it going to take for Jameis Winston to get to a Super Bowl? Obviously, there's a team and all that stuff, but everything that you can control, what are you doing?
Yeah, the biggest thing that I'm doing is speaking life into my teammates, right? Because a lot of these young guys, new generation guys, they look for affirmations and stuff that let them know that I'm where I belong.
Reassurance,
and that's the simple thing that I'm doing is being impeccable with my word, right? Because it starts with a plan, right? And my plan is to be impeccable with my word, be a man of increase in the building, so everybody can attract that, and then they go out and do it out there on the field, right? The second thing is just me doing what I love. I love playing football, man. Me going out there and working, and hopefully they see me working when I invite them to come get some of this extra work for the betterment of both of us. They join me, right? And that starts with just culture. Like, we're building that we're going to go the extra mile. We're building that we're willing and able to do anything, for some success, right? And the third thing, which really should be the first thing, is just instilling faith into my teammates, man. They're like, they here for a reason. Like, this ain't no coincidence that they here. It's so challenging to see these confident, moxie young athletes just not really believe, not believe in something that's bigger than them, man.
Amen.
And that's just what I take pride in, because I know how it is to be trying to please a man, trying to please somebody else, man. But it is nothing that competes with knowing that I fight from victory and not for victory, for what God and what Christ has did for me, right? And me instilling just those kingdom values, kingdom morals in them, it's going to at least help them be a better man when they get off the field. And one thing my trainer always say, being a better football player would never make you a better man, but being a better man will make you a better football player.
There you go.
So that's
that's
my impact.
You're going right into coaching, Jameis. You got too many in the bag. You got too many in the bag, man.
You got me wanting to go strap it back up right now.
But it's sweat equity. Like you put in that sweat equity, man. You know what it is to win Super Bowl. You guys are Super Bowl champions, and it's those little things. Like I haven't been privileged to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have. So y'all know that 1% that you put in. Like my question is to y'all is like, how do you continue to like reciprocate that? How do you allow that message to just have a great vibrational frequency and not be stopped by people with that don't have that mindset? Because every year you guys done it on multiple teams. So you've done it with new guys. It's not like college where you got dynasties and all this stuff. You guys have found a way to win with multiple guys. So what's y'all approach for welcoming and inviting other people that don't have the mentality that you have, is not cut from the same cloth as you, and transforming them into being Super Bowl champions?
Man.
You want to start with it, Trev?
I think you've already hit everything that I could even, bring to the table. Is you gotta show everybody you love this shit, man. And you got to show it every single day by your attention to detail, by how you show up to work, your energy when you walk in the building. Is my hood on or is my hood off? And I'm ready to rock and roll. And I'm looking everybody in the eyes and I'm like, you ready to get this shit? You ready to see this install? You ready to get after it today? And just having that sense of urgency and that integrity to come in to do something that you absolutely love. And, not everybody plays the game for the same reason. I understand that. But when you show up with that integrity and that work ethic, like, it's staying true more than not that guys will find that as something they want to be a part of, and they'll see how you're doing it, and they'll look themselves in the mirror and want to do even more, and that's really the biggest thing, is setting that culture from the top down, man, making sure that everybody's doing that, from the coaches to the players to the first guy, or the guys that are on the field to the guys that are on the practice squad. Everybody's got to have that love and desire every single time, and alertness and the attention to details they walk into the building, man.
Thank you to our sponsor, Liquid IV.
It's no secret that we have insanely busy schedules between podcasting, game days, workouts, meetings, family events, sitting on the couch. There's never enough hours in the day to get it all done.
And trying to stay on top of your game when you're running on empty, that's rough. I can attest to that. That is where I'm at right now.
Liquid IV is here to save the day, Jason, with their energy multiplier. It's got 8 essential vitamins and nutrients and 3 times the electrolytes as a regular sports drink to support physical energy, hydration, focus, mood, stamina. This is literally made for you, Jason.
Yeah, and you can keep the packets in your car, your bag, anywhere you might need them for a little extra boost. One stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone.
The sugar-free hydration energy mix is a game changer for your packed days. And there's different flavors to choose from, like sugar-free blackberry lemonade, a little guava pomegranate, or strawberry kiwi, which I'm always in on.
All of these flavors sound incredible. Tear, pour, live more. Head to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code NEWHEIGHTS at checkout.
Thank you to our partner, Planet Fitness. Oh, yeah, baby. We're getting in shape.
All righty. We're always talking about staying in shape no matter what time of year it is, although it is very hard sometimes around the holidays and football season, as I am clearly showing. But finding the right gym shouldn't be harder than the actual workout.
There you go. That's why we're excited to partner with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness has the optionality and best in-class equipment gym goers dream of.
With functional training areas, treadmills, stair climbers, free weights, plate-loaded strength machines, and more, they have everything you need to get after it.
And with over 2,800 locations, there's probably one right around the corner from you.
And get this, memberships start at just $15 a month, and most clubs are open 24 hours. So whether you're an early bird or a night owl, you can get the workout in with your schedule.
Join the club today, in person, online, or on the free Planet Fitness app. Planet Fitness, we're all strong on this planet.
Thank you to our sponsor, Allstate.
Checking Allstate first could save you hundreds on car insurance. That's smart. Not checking the delivery address before ordering dinner? not smart.
Can't tell how many times I've sent food to the wrong place.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
All right now. We've been talking about some dogs. You got another dog in New York, Cam Skattebo. The other side of the Wonder Bread right there, man. You got to tell us about this guy, man. The world doesn't know enough about him yet.
Let me tell you something, man. Look, I was, and this is going to be a perfect example for this. For Cam, it is. Do y'all know where Cam from?
No.
I wonder where Cam's from.
I feel like... Go ahead.
Arizona?
Cam is from Sacramento, California.
What?
Did not think so. Okay, there we go.
You would never in the world think that this man is from Sacramento, California.
Would have never made the connection, yeah.
And that puzzling that y'all had in your eyes is exactly how I was puzzled when I saw him. Man, when I tell you, look, so I was watching Lilo and Stitch with the kids, right? And you know how like Lilo is in this other land, but you know, he steals the ship to escape that land because he about to go to prison or whatever, and he just finds his way on the earth.
Yeah.
That's what Cam Skattebo is. He is from a football kingdom somewhere else. And somebody just dropped his crazy ass on earth
so good, man.
and said, go run that pill. Because that is how he plays, man. He plays with a passion and a desire to kill, to hunt. And when like, this what got me. So I told Scat, you know, I was warning him, we had these conversations, because, you know, we had Russ in the room, and Jaxon, he's young, he just bless him. He said, you know, Cam, you know, Scat is about the same size as Marshawn Lynch. And Russ gave him a look. He said, yeah, right. He said, Marshawn's thigh is the same size as Cam Skattebo. Yeah. Listen, and I doubled down. I was like, Jax, I don't know if come on now, you can't just cram the beast mode. Like, right. Like, he told that rock, he tough, but come on, he ain't the same size. Man, when we played against Kansas City, and him and Nick Bolton met in that hole. And you know, Bolton built like a refrigerator truck. You know what I'm saying? He is grounded. Stout. He is put together.
Trunk.
And when he ran over Nick Bolton in that hole, I said, okay, this white boy right here is something serious. I said, he right here. He is something serious. I don't know if he ran him over, but
no,
he took
either
it to
way,
him.
I gotta ask him about it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I gotta hear
like it was a statement where I was just like, man, he's fearless. You know, and immediately, you know, people started giving him names: Peyton Ellis, Mike Allstott. You know what I'm saying? They whitewashing it. No, dog. Man, he is toting that pill. I said, not the size, but like Earl Campbell, man, he putting his head in there, man. And he going through guys, man. Like Bo Jackson, like he don't got the speed like Bo. But I'm just saying, man, he is putting his head down and falling forward, bro.
Yes.
Like, and Jason, you respect this. It's a difference when a running back can give you 3 and when a running back can make 3 turn into 7.
That's big time, man.
Because you know in the fourth quarter, that 7 going to turn into 12. And that 12 is going to eventually be a breakout run for us to really step on their neck. Yes. And that is what he gave us. And honestly, y'all talked about Jaxon and we talked about the hits he took. But having a running back like that is what took some of those hits off of Jaxon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because Jaxon felt that he had to bring that to the team. Yeah. Right? But that's what Cam was for this team. He was that enforcer, a young enforcer that was confident. Like one of the funniest stories, man. Like, so against the Eagles, when they was wearing that Kelly green, I love that Kelly green. Oh my God, it's one of the most beautiful jerseys in the world. Whew. Okay. We're playing against the Eagles, and he runs a little choice route, man, and he gets right with Zach Bond falling his ankle, and he fractures his ankle. Yep. Man, Greg Van Roten is out there trying to help him up. And he said, Scat was just, he's like, help me up. Help me up. He's like, I don't think so. Like, your ankle is going. He said, but the guys out there said, help me up. I got it. Like, and that's the toughness that he possesses, man. So he is from a different planet, bro, with his passion, his enthusiasm, and really his love for football, y'all. Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. It oozes out of him, man.
One more thing from this past year. You kind of did your best version of a tight end impersonation here this season. Can we pull up this clip? Can we pull up this highlight? What's going on in your head when this play gets called in, when you're running it? Like, give us the start Start to
So
finish.
the start to finish was, I just hope he give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about giving number one receivers and number one tight ends the ball, all you got to do is give them a chance.
No risk it, no biscuit, baby.
And when we see this double reverse pass, when I toss him this pill, I'm just like, man, I know I'm about to score a touchdown. Right? I've been waiting on this moment my whole life. And as I run down that sideline, I throw my hand up.
Oh, he Randy Mossed him.
And that is called attacking the football. And that's called rap.
With the fillet at the end.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Oh my God,
man. I was waiting for that moment. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that was good eyes by that D lineman. He really was a linebacker, but he can't guard me.
Nah,
he
can't
guard
tackle
me
you either.
Uh-uh.
Oh man, that was fucking electric, man.
I wish I was the commentator, the media person to ask, the defensive coordinator about, hey coach, what do you think when the New York Football Giants did that wide receiver pass? And we're like, well, it doesn't matter what you think. Pull a rock on them. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know it don't matter.
Oh my gosh, man. Did you know where the camera was? Did you feel the camera over there? It is pure cinema. It is beautiful. It is one of my favorite clips of all time, man. Because you definitely don't expect you to be able to make a play, come back to the ball. Then you give them the ha-ha in the field, shake them, get them off you, come into the end zone, finger roll, get excited with the teammates, and then just into the camera, bro. It is so epic every time I watch it.
I got the confirmation from my boy in Detroit, Devin Funches. He from Detroit.
Shout out, D Funches.
I said, hey, man, like when I scored a touchdown, like I really want to hit a dance. He said, you know what to kill Detroit? He said, do the boss up on him. I said, all right. So in the night meal, I'm talking to, we got Nick Jones, who played for Kansas City, who's also from Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
He done bought everybody some wings, right, from Detroit, this wing spot. So I'm chewing on some wings, I say, hey, Nick. He said, yeah. I said, man, what about this dance right here? When I score a touchdown tomorrow, I'm going to do this dance. So I show him the dance. And he said, oh, yeah. He said, yeah, the city really going to love that. So I had to put on for the city, man. I was grateful for that.
God damn, dude. That shit was epic, man.
I appreciate y'all.
I got to ask you, as an Eagle, you played us twice this year. Season just ended. A lot of questions about the offense. I know you didn't probably watch a lot of Eagles offense. What did you see? Okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, the main thing that I saw was we can talk about simplicity and offense. We can talk about all that stuff. But Jalen Hurts, he finds a way to win games. And the running game wasn't as prolific as it was last year, right? Jalen didn't use his legs as much as he did, in the years prior, when you went deep into the playoffs. So it's that balance of, okay, we know Jalen, he likes space, he likes things being open. Like, but how can we put him in the best position for him as well, right? Like, how can we protect him, right? Because you need your quarterback, but also use the gifts that he has. And one of those gifts is his legs. And I just don't think that catered enough to him, because I feel like that balance between having to stop Jalen Hurts and stop Saquon Barkley was it was tough, right? But I don't think defenses really feared that this year. They knew, they were like, okay, they're going to try to protect Jalen. And I don't know, I haven't talked to Jalen. I don't know if he was dealing with an injury or anything, but I just feel like y'all dominated the trenches, really. Pass blocking wise, y'all still, that offensive line still is among the top in terms of pass blocking. Yes. But in terms of running game, your running game was not as prominent as it has been in the past. And I think it starts, this, Travis, because Andy is adamant about establishing a run game. Yes, y'all do everything with quick games and stuff.
Art, you know it, man.
But exactly. He depends on that run game because that's what takes the wheel of a defense. And I just think that offensively, the Eagles didn't have that factor where they are going to finish games with the run. They did it against us. Tank Bigsby, he had a great day. But when crunch time came, when the Eagles are up, it should be a win, especially in the fourth quarter, right? Because they can run the football. Y'all weren't able to run the football as effectively.
Yeah.
And another thing, man, and I love AJ and I love Jalen, but it's a beautiful thing to see Jalen, Devonta, what they do outside of the numbers, because it's either a go or a stop, and if it's second and short, it's gonna be a slant. It's a 3-route minimum that they're doing. And
Yeah.
the execution that they have in those crunch moments, it has to be above 90%. Like, I'm not throwing 50-50 balls to A.J. Brown. I'm
Yeah.
throwing 90-10 balls to A.J. Brown. I'm not
Yeah.
throwing 50-50 balls to Devonta Smith. I'm throwing 90-10. Like, Travis, this. When it's crunch time, all of us together, no matter the angst that we have with each other, all of us have to produce when our team need us to produce.
Yeah.
It ain't about who getting targets, but the defense know what we gonna do. We know what we're gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
And last year, again, y'all executed it on those one-on-one opportunities on the outside, right? So I don't think it's rocket science, right? Like, one thing about Jalen, we talk about me and the amount of offensive coordinators. Like, Jalen hasn't had continuity, and I know it's probably the same scheme, but he hasn't had the same voice for a year, like for multiple years in a long time. And that's challenging as a quarterback to get different coaching points, to get a different word. Like, when you don't have that discipline, when you are a disciplined quarterback, Jalen is very disciplined. He's straight and narrow.
Oh, it is.
For you to have different voices every year when you're trying to lead a team to the promised land, it's challenging, man.
It is.
Tough.
It's so challenging.
I think you hit it on the head, man, because I remember the last year, and the run game with Saquon, obviously, 2,000-yard rusher. I mean, you can't substitute that. But teams are going to adjust. Teams are going to adjust to how you're playing them or how effective you are with it. But I remember in the Super Bowl, man, even when we were trying to claw back and have any chance there in the second quarters, the third quarters, man, we get it in a third and medium, third and long, and he would use his legs, and it wouldn't just be for a first down; it'd be for a huge gain, and all of a sudden they're
explosive.
They're in an opportunity to kick a field goal, and we just had them on a third and manageable in in their own territory. So it's just being able to, I don't know, just him being able to use his legs is night and day, man.
It's a happy balance, right? Like, there are calls where the quarterback moves the pocket. Patrick has a lot of those.
A lot of them.
Where he's moving the pocket, right? Where he's putting the defense, like, because if you pressure him, you got a risk that we're moving the pocket and you're pressing in the area that's vacated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? And if we play zone, now it's the two-edged sword. Now he can beat us with our legs. And God forbid you play man. Now our back is turned against him, right? Like, I believe, like, it's some creativity that can help Jalen perfect his craft, man, because he is an elite talent. Like, you see the accuracy, you see the ability to win the tough game and the big game. But now he needs continuity for once. Like, every great quarterback done had continuity. Like, you can't tell me a quarterback that's been freaking, flipping OCs. That's what he doing. He flipping OCs like real estate properties. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be important for the organization and for him to have a similar voice, man. I don't think it's fair for him, Jalen, in terms of his quarterback. And I know he's okay with it. Like, nothing phases him.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very disciplined and structured guy. But from an outside looking in, I told you this, Jason. I grew up an Eagles fan, so I'm rooting for the city of Brother Love to win. You know what I'm saying? And not when they play against us, the Giants, but outside of that, to win, right?
Yeah.
And for their quarterback, for this to be their franchise guy, like, you have to make an effort into at least catering to his needs. And I think one thing that's required is for him to have a consistent voice that he wants, that he loves, that allows him to be in his element.
I love everything you're saying right there, man. I really do. And I agree with it. I really do. The one thing you brought up, man, like even it's not even just the new play caller and getting a feel for that. It's just the verbiage too. Like, I was so lucky to have Stout for a long time. I would we're on like our third different head coach, and I'd be calling a blitz, what we called it with Chip Kelly. Mm-hmm. But because we knew what it was, like, I'd be on hey, they're bringing Wasp, right?
Yeah.
And like the other coach is like, what the hell are you talking about? And Stout's like, oh, he's talking about the free safety will. Like,
will free safety, yeah.
A lot of that gets like homogenized in your brain. And for a guy like Jalen, like, in the moment, like, even just communicating with guys, communicating with your teammates, that's hard when the verbiage is changing constantly. I haven't ever thought about that, but it was hard for me. So I know it's hard for him. He's been through it a lot.
One thing I wanted to ask you, because I think that's a great point because obviously, Travis, like you reached that pinnacle and you still going. It's crazy how you freaking still turning up.
My verbiage has been the same since I've been in Kansas City. So I don't know what you guys are talking. I experienced it one time in one of the Pro Bowls I played in. I had to go in there and learn a whole new offense. I'm like, bro, I'm not running any of these routes. I'm just going to see whatever covers there. Mac Jones was throwing me daggers that I was supposed to be running. I'm running go routes.
but to that point, Jason, you've experienced you had 3 different head coaches?
4
different head coaches. So you know what a head coach looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for us, for the Giants, us being in this position that we in, like some people aren't blessed with having a head coach for the majority of their career. You know, some people have different regime changes, but you've won 2 Super Bowls with 2 different head coaches.
Yeah.
What are those key qualities of a leader in a head coach that teams should be looking for to win football games? Because that's what we all after.
Yeah.
We are because this is my perspective. My perspective is like we're all self-policing. Like it's our team, right? Like no crap. We the one out there doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Right? But like what does these men or what does your team have that kind of makes up for a head coach? Or what does that head coach have that allows a veteran guy, a veteran person to your status that has a foundation that is established in his role? What makes him want to follow a new coach coming in?
That's a good question.
Man, I think I was really fortunate in Philadelphia. Although we had a lot of coaching changes, we had a great locker room and a great building. And Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, it all started with Andy Reid, really. And I learned from Brent Selleck, all these players before me, and there's a sense of unity and honestly, because I was drafted to Philly, an unrealistic idea of loyalty from the organization. I never got cut. I never went to another organization. I was only in this one. And I think between me, Lane Johnson was that way, Fletcher Cox was that way, Brandon Graham was that way. Philadelphia, even through the changes, they did a great job of retaining pieces. Like Jeff Stoutland, I had 4 different head coaches. I only had 2 offensive line coaches. That's rare that offensive line coach stays through head coaches. It's rare that Deuce Staley stays.
Mm-hmm.
I think the organization does a great job of keeping pieces. So Philadelphia has always had this tight mindset and the locker room, and that has always been well established. And then when a coach comes in with some fresh ideas, a lot of energy, a moxie to him, and he's surrounded with other great coaches, and you already know how he's going to build. What allows us to win Super Bowls? We have some pretty damn good players. That's the reality of it. And the coaches, Doug was a player, so he knew how to navigate, especially older players who knew what they were doing. He was great in top of building that energy and that motivation, infusing belief. And then with Nick, it's the same way. We didn't win one with Nick. We went to one with Nick. He won one last year. Nick is very good, one of the best at coaching in the team meeting. A lot of times I get into the team meeting, I'm like, man, what are we going to talk about today? What's going to happen? Nick is so good at maximizing and communicating to the team, situational ball, little stories that I feel like sometimes are made up, probably a lot of times are made up. But they get you going. They get the juices going. They set your mindset right. Those. At the end of the day, you still need the players. You need great coordinators. You need a great quarterback. But I think that between Nick and Doug, both of those guys were really, really good at talking to the team, at spreading the message, at communicating with players, right? Doug used to have the player council meeting, so all the leaders would go and talk to the head coach. I think you get a good pulse for the team. Because really, as a head coach, what I want to see is a guy that is I want to see a guy that he wants the best for me and the best for us, and he's maximizing everything he can to get the best out of me. Mm-hmm. And that can come away whether you're a player's coach, whether you're MFing me. I don't care if you're MFing me if you got my best interest at heart. You want the best for me, I get it. I'm right here. But if I feel like you're MFing me because there's some ulterior motive for you, selfishly, No, fuck me, no fuck you. I don't want it.
Oh, you want to
you
dance?
never talk to me like that.
You want to dance? Let's go.
That is so important, right?
Yeah.
Like what you just stated right there, and I think we sense that. Like
Yeah.
we know when a message is from another human or if it's from a higher up. Like, man, don't feed me what you heard from somebody else.
Yeah.
You tell me what you think.
What's in here, man? What's in here? What are you looking for in the Giants' new coach, man?
Man, I'm looking for a stern leader. I believe that we got a great young room, but I believe, like you said, that energy, man, that understanding, like what it takes to be a player is required, especially with this new generation, man. We need discipline.
Yep.
Because when you got young guys, we need somebody that know how to steer that ship to where we're going. Right? We got one mission, and that's win games and win the Super Bowl, right?
Oh, yeah.
We need consistency. We need someone that's going to be who they are every single day, right? The emotions as a head coach, like it's Dirk Cutter, my first OC, he always shared, passion versus emotion. We don't need emotions, man, because games are going to have ebbs and flows. We need passion. We need to know that you love us. We need to know that you're for us. We need to know that you're going to make business decisions during the business decision time. Like during the course of a season, we need you believing in what you presented us at the beginning of the season, and not going back to your B plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the third thing, man, we need someone that is going to give us a complete paradigm shift, man. Because when you have an organization, over the past a few years that hasn't been accustomed to winning, you have to bring in a winner.
Yes.
You can't bring in somebody that over the course of the past few years hasn't won, because that's doing the same thing that you've been doing. You have to bring in somebody that is a winner through and through. And if you look at his pedigree, he's won everywhere he's been. Or you bring in a new guy and you start to slate clean, right? And you use the culture, like you said, with Howard Roseman. You use the Byron Burns and the Dexter Lawrences and myself and the Andrew Thomases, and you use those guys, build around those guys, and you cater to that. And you see, these are my leadership roles. This is my counsel. Like, what is going to make this team the best team possible?
I think you just hit it on the head. It's like, how are you conducting? You got their leaders, you got your guys that have experience, that know how to do it. And you're just doing that, man. You're being accountable when you mess up. You're showing up and you're putting the work in. You're showing up and you're competing with maniacal, relentless energy. Like, no, it ain't acceptable. It's not acceptable to lose here. That's not like, I know it's just a Thursday, but I take this personal.
The passion.
Yeah, all of that stuff rubs off. And that you're 100% right. That's exactly where you're at if you're the New York Giants. You sign guys, you bring guys in like yourself, guys that have had success, guys that are relentlessly passionate about playing the game. And then that rubs off on everybody.
That passion just got to ooze out of you, man. Before we get to this last segment, I got to ask you one more thing about the playoffs, man. Who do you think's going to take it? Who does Jameis think is going to be hosting that Lombardi this year?
Man, I really think that the Seahawks, I think they're gonna come out the NFC side, man. And I'm kind of in between on the AFC because like Josh, I'm a big fan of Josh.
Oh yeah. And
I think like what better year than this year for him to do it, right? No Pat, no Joe, no Lamar. Like he's the head guy on that side, right? But when you look at Denver, when you look at New England, and you look at the Houston Texans, I don't see Buffalo beating them. I just don't. Like, the AFC is really a toss-up. And I want to say, I really want to say it's going to be between the Rams and the Seahawks on the NFC. I want to. But, man, when I see that Seahawks defense run around.
Energy, man. You talk about that passion.
It's exciting. Yes. And you see that in them.
The whole team.
And I'm not saying that the Rams don't have that, right? I believe they do. But you see it, like you can sense it. I feel like the best two teams, I feel like it's three great teams. Great teams. I feel like the Seahawks, the freaking New England Patriots, and the Houston Texans are great teams. I believe the Denver Broncos, they have the chance to win it all. Right? I do, because of their head coach and Sean Payton. But I want to see an AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans.
Woo!
And I believe whoever wins out of that is going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
I really believe. But I go back to, because I've been talking in circles, I go back to Josh Allen. If Josh Allen can find a way to beat the Denver Broncos this week,
yeah,
I don't see nobody stop. I think that's the confidence that he needs.
It feels
man.
like the Bills have the trump card, man. It really does, man. But I'm excited for this next week of football, man, because it's whoever.
It's the best.
It's going to be so much fun seeing
Nothing
how
but
all
good
this shit
games.
plays out, man. Exactly. It's going to be a fucking blast, man. But let's get into this last segment. We always end these conversations with a little bit of "we gotta ask." You can tell us to fuck off, and you don't have to answer, but we gotta ask, man.
Have you been working on the hard count?
I have. I eliminated somebody jump off sides.
You got rid of that?
You know what I'm saying? I did. I did.
I like
but
that, though.
Yeah! What I need? What's that? Hot! Turbo, what's that? Somebody jump on sides, damn!
it was elite. You know,
Yes, it was.
But when you think about it, if it wasn't cold, I would have got somebody.
Yeah.
When you playing in cold weather, it's very tough.
feel
Like
very
very tough
jumpy.
to get somebody. You know what I'm saying? You just like I'm froze.
Yep.
Need to snap it off.
I'm stuck
You know
here.
what I'm saying? Like, so that's why.
I just loved it because there's that point where you're doing the dummy count where you know nobody jumping on this.
I don't want anything to do with it. I fucking hate the whole dummy count. Like, let's have a play ready to run. Let's try and get them off sides first, but let's just run a fucking play, man.
I think it has its time, right? Like when the clock about to run out, like when you're just trying to get a free 5 yards, when you got like a second and short.
What's your favorite hard count to try and get a team off sides?
My favorite hard count is they call it like the Green Bay cadence. Is when you have a cadence and you're just going through the cadence, and as soon as somebody jumps, we locked in, they snap the ball, and we go 4 verts. Right, that's my favorite. You get a free
shot.
play. You know, I argued so much with our staff this year about like why isn't that in?
Yeah.
You got a smart center, you got guys that can run. Like that play, like you saw Aaron Rodgers did it last game. The only completion he had over freaking 30 yards was when he got up on the center.
He's been
got the
doing
guys.
it his whole career, man.
Man, he's been doing it his whole life. And they try to call it the Green Bay cadence. It's not. It's just if a guy jump off sides, I got a
we
smart
should do it
center.
every time.
Snap it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get a free play.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think sometimes in the past where we've had issues with it is like, is it a run play? Is the tackle blocking? Are we always just going to do a vertical if we get them off sides? So you kind of got to differentiate. It's really, if it's a pass play, dude, if somebody jumps off sides, just take a shot. That's what it should be, right?
But look at this. If you got regular one-word football plays, which we had, if you got one-word football plays with alerts, with motions, with freaking protection adjustments, you should be able to have a single cadence. And in that single cadence, this cadence right here, we're going to call this the Jason Kelce cadence. And in this cadence is one protection and it's one concept.
Yeah.
You can do this.
Yeah.
I got to get in the hole and call, all right, fake 37 wide zone right, boot right, Z post, X cross, and say on the JK.
Yeah.
And everybody know what to freaking do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On the JK if somebody jump off sides.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't running that
For
white
sure.
cross. I know that.
You going down. You about to score a touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, baby.
You're not.
Oh, man. You played with one of the greatest ever in Drew Brees, man. What was it like playing being in the locker room with him, man? He's obviously, one of the best that has ever done it. Walter Payton, Man of the Year. The guy just seems like his character and his realness oozes out of him, man. What was the best thing you learned from Drew? What was it like playing with him?
The best thing I learned from him was, and it helped me so much with my game, is focusing on the process and not the outcome. Like, he was so process oriented, man. Like, just his details with his footwork to different concepts, man. And it all stemmed from, again, what we talked about earlier, the continuity that he and Sean had in that offense. He mastered everything that offense had to give. And at the quarterback position, doing that for a very long time at a high level, it just speaks in volumes of his work ethic and just the love that he had for his teammates, man. So I'm so grateful for Drew and what he helped me, man, because, that 1 year with him, that helped elevate me to have one of the best years of my career. It was shortly lived because I got hurt, but like, he helped me just with my process of, what first and second down really is. First and second down sound like we playing Canadian football, right? Like we like what? How do you play? You know what the term behind Canadian football is? Hey, let's get first downs on first and second down, and let's eliminate third down, right?
Yes,
let's
for those who don't
eliminate
know,
it.
the Canadian game, you only get 3 downs in the Canadian.
Yeah, you only get 3 downs. And with him, just his approach to everything. One of the greatest stories I had, man. We were losing to the Las Vegas Raiders, and we were down like 2 scores, and Drew, he had a good game, but like we were coming back, and like we had some shots down the field that were like open to me, that was open. Like the offensive line had great protection, and I was like, I asked him on the sideline, I'm like, Drew, like, hey man, like we down 2 scores, like you ain't trying to push the ball. He was like, man, I never let a mistake that I made earlier in the game hunt me through the remainder of the game, right? Because I think he threw an interception early that game, and he was just like, man, I'm gonna stick with my process, right? I'm not gonna allow just the greed of wanting to get something right then impact with my process that I have for this 2-minute drive, for this drive to help us get back in the game, right? And then the next week, we went and played freaking the LA Chargers, and he was in that same position, and he went down dink, dunk, dink, dunk, dink, and end up winning the game for us by just staying on his process. Another thing that I learned from him, man, like on Saturdays when everybody's gone out the building, I would just sit, I would take a chair and I would just sit on a chair, and Drew would go through 2 minutes on air by himself, calling the calls. Champagne blessed us, like he allowed us to call the calls during 2 minutes. So he would go down the field, up and down the field, at least 3 or 4 times, calling his plays, like really visualizing that moment. So I practiced that in my training as well, man. So just to see the attention to detail that he had, even when I was only with him on his last year,
still though,
man, and to see what he went through.
Well, you saw the full product. That's what the cool part of it is, that you saw the accumulation of all those years into one, and you have to see what the finished product looked like. Yeah,
I did, man. And just to see what he was overcoming that last year with injury and all this and that, man, it was really a sight to see, man. I'm very grateful for Drew Brees.
How about it, man? I got to ask this one, man. Your Florida State days, you were known to be on the football field and the diamond. Yeah. Has it ever crossed your mind to just, pick up the old wooden bat and go out there and see if you still got it?
Man, I actually cross-trained. Like 2 years ago, I started back swinging the bat, man, because I realized that I lost all of my torque and my rotation, man, because every single year, like growing up, like when I stopped football, I went straight into baseball, right? I did my shoulder care, I did my fielding work, I did my tee work, I did everything that I would do for baseball, because I actually trained harder at baseball than I did football. And once I get to the league, hey, let's work on this, and I'm just like, man. My first 5 years in the league, I lost all my wiggle. Like I came to league like freaking limber. I was able to take stuff to the house. I was like, I got to get back to building the athlete, because you see, that's what the game is. It ain't no more just stand in the pocket, look around all progressions and complete the pass. You have to be able to extend plays at the quarterback position to win in this football league now. Man. You have to. And I think that cross-training with baseball has actually elevated me, gave me a few more extra years on my play because of the different movements and different actions that I do when I'm taking fly balls, when I'm fielding ground balls, when I'm swinging the baseball bat, being at different planes, man. It goes. And I try to tell young kids, like, guys, do not try to become a guru at one sport, man. Get on the basketball court. Play some lacrosse, man. Play some baseball. Play some football, man. Like, do not just be focused on one little thing, like, oh, my baby gonna be, the number 1 pick at a quarterback. I promise you, your baby is gonna be looking like that number 1 pick from age 8 to age 18. You're gonna look just like he is. You gotta get some variety, man.
I'm with you, 100%. We played all of them. We played absolutely all of them, man. That shit was the best.
Yes, y'all are athletes, man. Y'all really are.
Not even just physically. I feel like you start to mentally take things over. Like you spacing that you see on the basketball court, you take it when
Jason,
you're just
what do
playing.
you know about spacing on the basketball court?
Well, I know that you do it. I take spacing from the hockey rink.
There you go. Angles and leverage. Yeah.
I still remember I started playing lacrosse, and I was playing football first. I started playing lacrosse because my buddy's
this man
dead.
on the fucking lacrosse field.
I can only imagine.
Insane.
But they got all these moves. They got like a face dodge. You got a roll dodge where you're doing a spin move. All these things, and I'm like playing D-line. I'm grabbing the stick. I'm like, I'm taller than this dude. I swim him like this.
Yeah.
Just pull a swim move out. And my coach is like, what are you doing? That ain't going to work. Bro, nobody could stop my swim move.
It was like
I'm over here swimming everybody. And now there's guys doing it in Division I lacrosse. You see guys doing it. And coach like, every time I see it, I think of you. And I'm like, yeah, that's because it's a good move.
Coach, if you ain't seen it, what make you think that they saw it? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't never going to work. Well, coach,
Yeah.
if you ain't never seen it before, do you think they ever seen it before? So I know it's going to work.
All right, last question. Do you have a welcome to the NFL moment?
Well, yes, I have a iconic welcome to the NFL moment. I got two for you. Well, my very first pass in the NFL was a touchdown. And a lot of people can never say that. Yes, it was a Cody Simpson ball on a pick six. So my very first pass, that was a welcome to the. Like,
you got my
so
ass
look,
with
this
that
is the craziest thing, right?
We both threw a pick on our first. Man, that's why I knew you were my brother, man. Both of our first NFL passes were interceptions, man. Let's go.
Listen, though, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you about this. So I'm with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we got Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith is iconic. He come from the Tony Dungy tree. It's gonna be 2 Tampa, spot drop 3, or man. Right? And he'll probably bring a 5-man rush pressure, you know what I'm saying? Play zone, 5 zone in the back end. Man, our first game was the great Dick LeBeau. All that defense, all the different looks,
Pressure.
odd fronts, pressures. Yeah. Man, the first third down was 3rd and 6. Man, they ran 2-man. I'm coming from college. Man, I ain't seen 2-man all year. Man, I set it up, man. I throw a little choice route outbreak, man. Cody Celibacy jumped that thing, undercut. I was like, oh my God. I had to hop on my horse, and I was like, well, it was a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Now, but at first I was pissed. I was like, man, I wasn't prepared for this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they was going to play no 2-man. I was like, what is 2-man?
That's too funny.
You know? First, third down, you play 2-man. Like, welcome to the NFL. Like, I thought I was an athletic quarterback. You played me 2-man?
Yeah.
like now, and then look, nowadays, you watching film, you're like, oh yeah, they play 2-man. Oh, some people say cover 5.
Nobody's got me.
And you hear the quarterback coach, man, it's embarrassing if they play 2-man against you. Looking over, and I'm just like, oh man. Like, dang.
Well, they
so it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing that they played 2-man against me.
And it worked.
Yeah.
I'm like, golly. That's what I'm saying. And it worked. I should have ran.
Yeah.
Nobody's got you. That's too fucking
perfect.
good, man. Well, Jameis, man, appreciate the time, appreciate the stories, appreciate the wisdom. Best of luck with you over there in New York in the future, man. Always a huge fan of you as a person, man. And can't thank you enough for jumping on with us, brother.
Man, I retweet that to both of y'all, man. You know how much respect I have for you, Jason, man, for what you just done for this game, man. And Travis, as you continue to just inspire a whole generation of OGs, bro, the way that you kill it, the way that you dominate, bro. Thank you so much for the passion and the energy, you know what I'm saying? Because like you always say, what you always say?
You gotta fight.
No, you're Come on, bro. And you be fighting.
You're the best,
You be
dog.
fighting. And that's the energy that we have, the fact that you know where I was going.
I knew
with that,
exactly.
man,
You already
because
know,
that's
baby.
what you stand for.
It's that passion, baby. You already know.
So thank y'all, man.
Love you, brother. You already know, man.
All love.
All right, another episode of New Heights. Thank you to Jameis Winston.
Famous Jameis, baby.
He did not disappoint.
He never does.
Make sure you subscribe to the New Heights channel on YouTube and follow New Heights on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcast. You can listen to new episodes of New Heights ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
That's right. Once again, New Heights is a Wonder Show brought to you by Reese's Oreo Cups. And man, the best combination that you could ever imagine. That's right, Reese's Oreo Cups. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. Don't forget to check out that Kelsey Clubhouse for all the up-to-date merch and news that's coming out from New Heights and everything. Kelsey, thanks to the New Heights production team, and thanks again to you 92%ers. We'll see you guys next week after a little divisional football.
Oh, yeah.
Playoffs.
Yeah. We inside, but we outside. It's the other way around.
I'm inside.
Travis is outside.
I'm inside.
Well, he's inside. He's outside, but he's inside. He's outside, but he's inside.
This all is true.
All right.
I'd have no conflicting remarks.